Hello dear students. In this video, I'm going to take another topic under chapter directing, that is financial and non-financial incentives. Incentives are some kind of reward. If you think about any reward, if somebody wants you to do any work, in return you want something, isn't it? Like your mother wants you to go to market and buy some household articles for kitchen or for home, so you want in return something. So that is reward. If mother gives you one chocolate for doing the work, that reward, that is called as incentive. It is simple meaning, it is simple explanation of incentive. Similarly, in any organization, employees are also given a kind of reward to contribute effectively and efficiently towards organizational goal. So, as you can see, the meaning here, it is monetary or non-monetary rewards to the employees for contributing more efficiently, isn't it? So it may be in terms of money, it may be in terms of non-monetary fund, non-monetary incentive. So it is a very good stimulator. Some people see, if somebody like your mother gives, some people, they influence to do any work, they get motivated to do any work for her mother in return of chocolate. But some children, they do because they love their mother, and if mother says, my good bacha, you are my good child, so this simple words, they encourage them to do the work. So chocolate means any monetary reward, and this kind of the good words, the appreciation received from mother is non-monetary reward. So in same way, organizations, they also give monetary rewards and non-monetary rewards to stimulate the employees to contribute more. So as you can see, it is a very good stimulator because it encourages the employees to do certain activities. And it can be extra payment or something more than regular salary or wages. Now coming to types, as in the meaning, it may be financial, it may be non-financial. So first we will discuss financial or monetary incentive. So the reward which can be calculated in terms of money is known as financial incentives, okay, which can be measured in terms of money. And these incentives, they stimulate, they encourage the people who have physiological, safety and social needs. We have discussed these needs in earlier video in need hierarchy theory. So these physiological, safety and social need, who are more, which is present in the employee, it is directly influence these people. So now we'll discuss one by one which are the financial incentives. The first is pay and allowances. Salary and other allowances, they are good motivator. Fine. Salary means basic salary. Allowances, they are over and above salary. So they play important role. So if any employee, they want good increment, so they to get increment and allowance, they perform to their best ability. Now next, profit sharing. So some organization earns profit. All of you know organization works for profit. So organization, they offer one share of profit to the employees because they feel that because of employees, the profit of organization is increasing. So they offer a share of profit to employees as an incentive for encouraging them. And this they may fix a percentage of profit Fine. And if profit exceeds that percentage, then surplus profit is going to be distributed among employees. So it encourages employees. Next is co-partnership. Co-partnership means here profit is not going to be shared. They are given some kind of ownership. So many companies, they offer their employees shares at some discounted rate. Suppose the price of share is 100, but these shares are offered to employees at certain discounted rate, suppose at 95. So this is means offering shares at discounted rate, and if employee accept this option, so employee becomes shareholder, so he becomes owner, he becomes co-partnership. This is called co-partnership. Next incentive is bonus. Bonus, you may have heard this term. In some organization, they offer this bonus at time of festival like Diwali, Holi, etc., or Christmas, okay, New Year, etc. So here, bonus, it is one time extra reward offered to employees for high performance. So it is also given in form of free trips to any foreign country. It may be given in kind of gold, in terms of in form of gold, like gold coins or etc. Okay, or at during festival time, I told you. So bonus is another incentive, financial incentive. Next is commission. Commission is generally linked with the performance of salesperson. So salesperson, they are given commission on their performance. Like if they give more order, they will give more, they will get more commission. Next, suggestion system. Nowadays, every company, every organization, they welcome these suggestions of employees. And suppose if an employee suggests some kind of thing which due to which company or organization gains, so that employee will be given any reward. For example, if an employee suggests any kind of cost saving technique, okay, so that the cost can be saved. So any cost saving technique, if it is suggested by any employee, so that it will help organization to reduce cost, and that employee may be given the extra payment for giving that suggestion. So this is called suggestion system, because it is in monetary terms, so it is financial incentive. Next is productivity linked with wage incentives. So here, piece rate system. What is piece rate system? We have heard this term under principles of management. So if higher wages will be given for higher productivity, for more productivity. So under differential piece wage system, efficient workers are paid higher wages as compared to inefficient workers. So to get higher wages, worker perform efficiently. Next, retirement benefits. Retirement benefits. When you hear this term retirement, just a few terms again it will come in your mind: pension, provident fund, gratuity, etc. So these retirement benefits are offered by organization to its employee to motivate employees. The next is perquisites. Perquisites, or it is also called as fringe benefits. Fringe benefits means the other benefits given to any employee other than basic salary and allowances. It may be medical facility, free education to children, housing facility. Okay, and these are like any car facility. Fine. So these are given to employees to encourage them. These extra benefits, again, they are related with the performance of employees. Now coming to non-financial incentives. So what are non-financial incentives? You know, which cannot be measured in terms of money. They are called as non-monetary incentives. So now we'll discuss what are there the common means or ways of non-monetary incentives. The first is called status. Status means what? Status means any rank, authority, or any responsibility, recognition, and prestige related to a job. So if we offer any higher status to any person, so that encourages employee, okay, and the it motivate employees who are having high esteem and self actualization need. Means, if esteem need and self actualization need, you have heard these two under a need hierarchy theory. So these two, in self actualization needs and esteem needs, which is more active in the person, it motivate those persons. So status. Next is organizational climate. So, climate means the environment. If there is any cordial relationship between superior subordinate, so this encourages employees, because with positive approach of manager, the employees, they get healthy relationship, they get healthy environment to work, and they also have direct influence over the behavior of the member. So the any negative approach of any manager, it discourages its employees, and employee may not feel good in the organization, so that will affect the performance of the employees. Instead, if positive approach manager, um, he creates the climate positively, or healthy organizational climate for the employee, and people get motivated to work in the organization. Now, next is career advancement. The career advancement here, uh, it is means promotional opportunities given to employee. Suppose any employee join the organization as a sales executive, and he is not having any promotional opportunity in the organization, he may leave the organization, or it may discourage that employee, because he knows that he is not going to be promoted. Instead, if he is given promotional opportunity, so this will motivate him to perform better, to perform at his best level. So this career advancement is also a good motivator in for the employees. But again, it is non monetary, because nothing is given in cash or in monetary fund. Now next is job enrichment. People, some employees are some person are like that, they want some challenges in the in their work, or they want to do anything which gives them challenge in doing anything in any work. They want some interesting thing to do. So job enrichment is the same. So what is job enrichment here? Because it is offering challenging jobs or autonomy. Autonomy means freedom. You should give some kind of freedom to employees to do the work. If they are given autonomy, so they'll be feel motivated and they'll do work. So again, it is non monetary incentive, because nothing is in money, in terms of money. And similarly, if employees get satisfied, employees get motivated if the job is interesting. So employee gets bored by performing routine jobs. So the to enjoy so there to make them enjoy their work, we should give job enrichment. We should fill the job with some kind of challenges, with some kind of interesting activities to motivate them. Next is employee recognition. Recognition means any special reward or any respect if they are doing good in his daily routine or in his work. So if we give him any kind of respect for his work, so it will satisfy his ego, and this ego satisfaction, it will be a very good motivator. The person will feel good, and he will do he will do the work with more with more uh, zeal. Okay, so it may be given, employee recognition may be given like by giving only certificate of achievement. If we give him certificate like employee of the uh, year, or some kind of distributing any mementos, so this will encourage him to do with zeal. Job security, it is it ensures safety and security need, because if people, they know that they are going to be retrenched, they are going to be out from the organization, so it will they will lose interest in the job, because they know that anytime they may be expelled from the organization. So if any security will give them, so it will give them some kind of confirmation letter if we give them, and this will encourage them. It will be a good motivator for the employees participation. So here it means what it means: involving employees in decision making. Okay, when decisions are related to some, suppose if decisions are related to employees only, and if we involve them only to make any kind of decision, so this will make them to feel belongingness in the organization. So this is employee participation. It is again non-monetary. So with this, I'm going to this is the end of this topic of financial and non-financial incentives. Thank you.